Hey everyone, this is Keith, aka Boogly Woogly. I am the lead designer of Amoeba Battle, and we'll be doing another match analysis video today. So far we only have 2 players. Hopefully later on we might have some more, and I might do some more videos, maybe multiple today. Looks like we're going up against Electro Elite today. So first upgrade, not any particularly great choices right now. I think I'm gonna go with the Natural Highway. It's a bit more generic, so it would... Oh my, I'm surrounded. The generic upgrade would let me be able to pivot into any omnivore. Whoa, there's a lot of people around here. Any type of omnivore build, so that would be a bit more flexible. Otherwise, I might end up with a an upgrade that I can't really use because I won't be able to make the specific unit. So that's why I went with the general upgrade. This mitochondria is off in the corner here, which isn't that great. Eventually the miasma will come in and blow it up, but it's early enough that I think it'll be okay. I'll probably be able to get my money's worth before it ends up going. And there's a tree right here, although there's a bunch of wasps right there. There's no food for those wasps to eat, so hopefully they'll leave at some point. They might come down here. I might be able to get some free food from them here. Oh, here's some algae here. So there's not much for me to do right now, other than wait and see what's going on. This Meteor Storm, well, there we go. This Meteor Storm is an important placement because if, oh god, there's more people. If it's, excuse me, if it's close enough to me, I can start dipping into it and picking up some extra tokens. The extra tokens will allow me to get my upgrades earlier, and if that happens, I'll be able to know what I'm going to do much sooner. So I can plan out my build a lot faster. Okay, these are all very generic upgrades. Not quite sure which one I want. I do have an an omnivore upgrade right now. Oh boy, there's a lot of people. Okay. So I tried to bait him a little bit into that that meteor, maybe take out a few units. I did lose one, which is unfortunate. Still don't know which of these upgrades to get. Nothing particularly great. I might end up going with the Purify Probe, just because it's... I am kind of on the edge here, and there might be some wasps that I might be able to steal. There's a lot of people around. Or I might end up switching to something else because there's so many people. I do have 216 energy, which is a good amount of energy. Oh my... I am just running for my life right now. And I might just have to... You know what? I think I'm going to need the cysts because I need to start switching to something else really fast. Let's see. Stingrays. I think mutation cost is going to be good. Alright, so we're going to jump. This guy really wants to follow me. I'm still at max energy cap, which is not good because I'm wasting energy that I would be generating by sticking at this cap. So I need to switch to something really quick. So I'm going to be right on the edge of this miasma here. You can see the box is closing on me. And I'm going to go ahead and go straight into alphas. And I can make 2. I don't have to worry about defending it as much because I have the probe health, or rather the cyst health. So we'll just see how that goes. Going straight into alphas isn't necessarily a great plan. I don't have any carnivore upgrades or anything, but it would probably be better than going to Ursas at this point, because Ursas probably won't have the damage output I need with so few units. And I expect I'm going to be running into a lot of enemies. I should probably head back down there because there were a lot of people down there, but they also had a bunch of lower tier units, and I might be able to get a lot of free food that way for my alphas. I'm at 90 energy. Is this still mine? It is not still mine. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to take this if I can, because the energy will be very important for me. The speedy locust here will help me scout a bit better, maybe see who's got this control of this. The locust speed up because of the omnivore upgrade that I have, where they go through the undergrowth. They will get faster. So this seems like an okay battle here. This person's kind of running away, so I'm not quite sure what they have. Got to keep an eye on these my alphas, make sure they don't get caught somewhere. So I'm going to send in the locusts to distract these wasps, and then I'm going to take them out with my alphas. This guy doesn't seem to have too much stuff, so I'm just going to start sniping away his locusts if I can. Do want to collect research tokens because, again, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be going just yet, so need to kind of get that squared away as quickly as possible. So I'm in a pretty safe position at the moment. I'm at the corner of that. I'm at the corner of the miasma. The only person who would really mess me up at this point is the wild coming from the bottom left here. Anyone else I'll probably be able to see coming. Looks like this green player is being chased by this teal player. Just ran him right into me. Getting a lot of food here for my alphas, so I'm going to pull back. I don't want to start a big fight right now because I do want to replicate these two alphas. So put him in the corner here. Again, I don't have to worry about him as much because of the cyst health. There's another player now here. The orange player here. So the problem with the leaderboard for me is people can see that I'm in second place, and people know that I'm building alphas because my MVP right now is the alpha. So another player might be able to use this information to their advantage because they know what I have, or at least my most valuable unit. So these sharks will be some good food for me. Decent amount. Alright, I should probably do that later. Okay, they still have locusts here. Now the question is, do I just want to keep spamming alphas or do I want to switch to something else right now? All alphas isn't going to be necessarily great if I can't protect them. So I'm not quite sure. I do want to wait for my next upgrade. Maybe that'll give me some direction. Again, I'm at unit cap, so I do want to at least make something so that I don't get stuck at the power cap, the energy cap, because as you can see, the energy keeps going up. I still have a mitochondria node here, which is nicely placed because this undergrowth is actually blocking line of sight to it, so people probably won't even see it. But I don't want to cap out my energy because that's resources that I could be using. So we'll move on here. Okay, none of this is good, particularly good. Let's start moving up. I think I'm gonna go with the omnivores, and I'm just going to start making some Ursas to protect my alphas. Hopefully this works out. It may not. I am at unit cap, and I do kind of want to replicate at some point. I gotta keep going up here. So, alright, I want my Ursa. Where's my Ursa? Where's the other Ursa? You only have one? There's one. I want this Ursa to eat so it can get well fed. And since I do have a lot of potentially extra units, the Ursa can handle the miasma at this early in the game, so I'm just going to send him in here to eat. Just because food sources in the miasma doesn't necessarily mean that you can't eat it. So I'm going to start sending. Here we go. Okay, so there's a nice Meteor Storm here. I'm going to start sending a contingent of locusts in here to just start grabbing research tokens. I don't really care that much if they end up dying because I have a lot of I can replicate units and whatnot, so I can actually free up some cap if they end up dying. So since the research tokens disappear much more quickly in a Meteor Storm than they do when you kill a unit, you may want to brave the Meteor Storm while it's throwing down meteors to collect even more research tokens than you normally would be able to. So here you can see, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I can run into this undergrowth and it'll make me even faster, so I can actually use this to speed up my collection of tokens here. I'm at 6 upgrades. You can see I'm not really worried about making or picking my upgrades just yet, focusing on more of the tactical situations. Alright, so these guys really want to take me out now. That's some free food for the alphas. So let's see how that goes. None of this is particularly great. I guess we're going to go with Feeding Frenzy. Okay, now we have something. Not going to switch to Vipers. Let's see here. Again, I'm at max energy, so I want to do something. The range Vipers will provide a good secondary line for my alphas and my Ursas. There goes one. There's 5 players left. Well-fed dudes here. I do want to replicate. Everybody replicate. Because of my upgrades, it's much cheaper to replicate in the spawning pool. So I definitely want to do it there. Save some of that. Do I still have Ursas? Did they all die? How about my Ursas? Oh god, I left my Ursas in here. They ended up dying. So don't do that. Don't be like me. I forgot my Ursas in the miasma, and they ended up kicking the bucket. Unfortunately, now we all got to move up, and I am pinched between the miasma and the Meteor Storm. So I'm gonna have to be a little careful how this all goes down. So, and I'm being pinched here too. So just wait for that Meteor Storm. Go over here, get out in this corner. Oh, that's another person. Okay, that's not a bad upgrade. I don't know who this is, but they're gonna feed a lot of my alphas right now. Don't have any alpha upgrades, which is a problem. Do want to eventually get to Vipers, but right now, somebody used a Call of the Wild extinction. I should just steal this because it's a. Oh, I guess I can't. Well, let's kill a bunch of these dudes and steal that. There we go. Because that is a well-fed Ursa, so that's a good steal with the Purify Pro. Okay, cool. All right, let's head down here. I don't know, is this another player? Oh, that's Electro Ely. I don't really want to fight Electro Ely right now, but there's not a lot of people left. So let's back off. I do want to replicate if I can. So get my alphas in here, replicate. I still haven't been able to make my Vipers. Don't have a lot of energy. It's kind of an issue. He might try to... Yep, so he's going to try to take advantage of this, even though he doesn't know that I have that upgrade. So, I want to try to keep my Ursas in the middle so that they can protect my alphas as much as possible. Nope, none of this will really help. I really need to get into this back line. So, let's start tearing up these wasps. So, he's in the undergrowth, which makes it really hard for him to move and maneuver. So he kind of screwed himself a little bit there. I don't know who this other... I don't know what he's got. This might be a dangerous fight. But since he's got slowing Vipers, I'm going to have to engage him anyway. Rather than let these people die, I'm just going to start replicating them right now. And hopefully they will be able to survive long enough. So it looks like I got him on the run. Let's see here. He's the last player. So increased well-fed bonus. I do have a bunch of well-fed dudes. They're going to start tearing through these guys really quick, and that's probably the end of the game right there. There we go. So that's that game. I think the main engagement that turned this game was the fact that the wasps here, although Electro Ely had a good position in terms of I couldn't find his wasps because of the undergrowth. I couldn't really get there in time. Eventually his southern flank collapsed. I was able to loop the alphas around, and once that happened, because I had the carnivore speed upgrade, oops, come on, show up, there we go, because I had the carnivore speed upgrade, they would be able to run a little bit faster than the herbivores, and they would just start tearing through them really, really fast. With the well-fed, 40 damage, would go up to 60 damage, so they would two-shot the wasps, and they would heal every time they kill them. So that was a big engagement. This other engagement, once I got this upgrade, I had a bunch of well-fed alphas that I wanted to replicate, but once I saw that he tried to run away and I was on the top of the leaderboard, that meant I probably had a good chance of killing him, and since I had the well-fed bonus damage, that would have just sealed the deal right there. So that is this game. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys. The thing to take away from me is don't leave your Ursas in the miasma. That was a bad idea, even though I talked about trying to be clever about it. If you're gonna do it, just be careful you don't leave your people out there too long. So that's it for this game. And again, I am Keith, lead designer of Amoeba Battle, aka Boogly Woogly, and I will see you guys in a bit.